Alrighty then, folks. Hello from the future. So this might look a little bit different from what you're used to, or quite far ahead, but as it turns out, the audio for this episode sucks. And by sucks, I mean the audio had disappeared, so I have to go re-record it. And again, what I mean by disappeared is not that it's not there, it's that it didn't get recorded for whatever reason. Like, this is the most issues I've had recording any game, and it's so weird. Well, any game on Elgato, not any game in general. Any game in general would be the second series of Gears Creed. That was messed up. That was like every other episode I had to redo. But yeah, so we're gonna do Mission 3. This one we get to encounter a fun new character who we somehow unlock that I'm not quite sure about. We're also like super powerful because I'm like Mission 9 or Mission 10 before I decided to start rendering these and notice that it broke. You know, the one video I didn't check broke. Which always amazing, but so this one should be pretty quick. This episode we find out the secret of the student council. Yeah, I think we just did the thing with Yui. You guys know a little bit better than I did, because I've been playing a lot recently. But yeah, so let's start this shit. So this is this is the club room that, you know, the club used to be very popular, but after some stuff happened, it's super not popular anymore, and now we have to go revitalize it. You know it's gonna be a thing. This game is like trope over trope.
途中で私が引っ越してしまったの。そうだったんですか。じゃあ幼馴染ってことですね。ええ。でもごめんなさい。二人を巻き込んでしまって。そんなことないです。私も生徒会の横暴にはもう我慢ができないと思ってました。私みたいな考えの生徒もかなり多いと思います。でも表だってそんなことを言ったら 潰される。君にはどうしてこの学園が今みたいになってしまったのか、それを説明しないとだよね。
You see, because they tried to create a fascist system without a counterpoint, they became a really fascist system. Which, my theory on this originally was that we had to create a mafia. I don't know if it was this episode or the next one that I started on it, but we would need to do something crazy, like slowly build up favors with everyone, and eventually get to the point where like we were strong enough to beat up a teacher, or send some other kind of message like publicly defacing the building and not getting into any trouble. And then we would use that to threaten the student council at their homes, so that we wouldn't have to deal with them actually where it would matter. And because all decisions are made through Gunpla in this one, what we do is we destroy their Gunpla while they were asleep, and we'd leave them a message. It wouldn't just be a normal message, it would be like, yeah, you know, if you do this, we'll do this to your, or if you don't stop this now, we'll do this to your family's Gunpla too. You know, that would really mess with them. And then if they kept pushing it, we'd just kill their family. Make it so much easier. But of course, we'd get first years to kill their family, because then we wouldn't have to deal with anything else. See, plans.
ある二人が元生徒会役員たちにガンプラバトルを挑んできたの。一人は現副会長の瀬名大輔。
I'm assuming the one on the left is Daisuke, and then the other one is the president. My theory is that I would have kicked the one on the left's ass, and I would have just threatened the one on the right, though the one on the right would try to kill me in my sleep.
元生徒会役員もみんな強かったわ。実際それぞれが全国大会で活躍できるレベルのガンプラビルダーだった。それなのに二人は圧倒的な力で元生徒会役員を蹂躙したの。それは学園クリーン作戦と呼ばれたわ。元生徒会役員の誰も二人に勝てなかった。
You find out later that her stats are basically where we are right now, which explains a lot.
生徒たちから支持されるわけもなかった。だから 次の生徒会役員選で立候補した彼らを、その時の生徒たちはみんな次世代のカリスマとして支持してしまったの。まるでジオンの亡霊やコスモ貴族主義に熱狂するみたいに。
Ghost of Xeon is one of the names of OVAs, which I always thought was weird. And by Cosmo Aristocracy, I'm assuming they mean Cosmo Babylon from F91 and the Crossbone stuff, which was basically some people decided that what made you really a person was willing to shed blood for other people, and if you're not willing to do that, you're not really a person and you should be a slave. And thus they tried to enslave a bunch of people. They would eventually take over Side 2 and impose an authoritarian rule till they got thrown off by, you know, a 17-year-old who was piloting a experimental giant robot. That's F91 if you're interested. It's actually pretty good. It's on... F91 at least used to be on YouTube. I don't know if it still is. Well, you see, when you create a fascist system, you have to have a counterpoint to your fascism, like an Overwatch or something, to counteract this and keep your fascism in check. With one side stronger than the other, it actually overpowers one side and creates a real fascist government. And see, you always want a certain degree of fascism in your leadership, or you get socialism. So you need that counterpoint, but they lacked that counterpoint because no one was as strong as them. So that's why my plan was to slowly take over the school through the underground and then overthrow them and kill their families. But that's just for revenge. I don't care about the other people. And then we transfer out because we just committed like 9 or 10 murders. It'll be fine. This also begs the question as to how they were able to exert economic influence on this school. What would have been the value of their company to do this? You wouldn't just do this for anyone because the president's son decided it was a good idea. If it was the president, it'd be a different case, but it's the president's son. You don't just let that go uncontrolled. Like, it makes no sense. So my theory... She talks really slow. But my theory on this is actually that there's some sort of like 3D printer inside the machine that just like gives you all the parts you want. Because for a little while there, I thought they were just digital. Yeah, I thought it was all digital, but then you find out later that there are like actually physical things. So I have to assume they're just some random 3D printer that's printing parts. Or, you know, printing the frames for parts. I'm pretty sure I said all we can do is fight. I'm going for some sort of like action kid in this one. Like, I don't really like Yui, so there's no point in investing in her. That's on the fleet.
この学園は私たちの学園じゃないですか。生徒会だけのものじゃないはずです。それに私には彼が何か新しい力をもたらしてくれる、そんな気がするんです。彼が新しい力を。ごめんね、私君をこんな戦いに巻き込みたくなかった。でもやっぱりいおりちゃんと同じ、どこかで期待してたのも否定できない。都合のいいことを言ってるのは分かってる。だけど私たちと一緒に生徒会と戦って。
生徒会規定事項6条4項、学園の生徒は
So
生徒会および生徒会役員への反抗の意思を持つことを許されない。
basically they disallowed the right of assembly and the right of speech. They're like 7 out of 20 on the fascism scale just so far.
生徒会に通報があった。お前たちがここで生徒会への反逆を共謀しているとな。
生徒会初期の大鳥涼子さん。
Now, see, if this was America, what you would do is you threaten to sue them because they're making false accusations and libel. And then, even if they tried against you, you could actually get a lawyer and sue the school.
先ほどの話にも出た前の生徒会役員でただ一人現生徒会に残っている人よ。
See, it wouldn't actually do anything, it'd probably get thrown out of court, but it'd put the school's actions into view, and that would lead for the ability to put out more lawsuits against what they've done. They are actually instituting bullying and other things.
それから生徒会を支持するチームラプラスの盾のリーダーでもある。さっきのチンピラみたいな人たちもラプラスの盾だって言ってました。
I think I was also making meth jokes at this one because I read it as meth heads. But, meh.
誰がチンピラだこれ。
Well, you're the meth head, dude.
うわ、出た。
So, originally we fight her and she hits really hard, but at the point I'm at right now, she actually hits really, really softly.
やっぱりチンピラ
So
そのものじゃない
I
ですか。
killed her like 9 times in the battle. I thought that would be a way to unlock her, but it wasn't.
お前は転入生か。悪いことは言わない。優位に手を貸すのはやめておけ。
Nah.
嫌です。彼も私もユイ先輩と一緒に戦うと決めたんです。
I'm good.
いおりちゃん。
仕方ない。それでは力でねじ伏せるしかないようだ。
行くぜ俺。
先ほどバトルが終わったばかりなのにまさかの連戦。ここに再度レジスタンスチームとラプラスの盾の戦いの火蓋が切って落とされようとしています。三神楽結の前に立ちふさがるはかつての生徒会のメンバーでもあるラプラスの盾リーダー大鳥涼子。さあこの因縁のバトルの結末やいかに。
So, we actually... From what this says is this is the level their best are at that aren't the, you know, president and vice president. They're kind of pushovers. Then again, I don't imagine this game is going to be very long, to be honest. So, it's not a big deal. So ace points are actually like the currency you get. I thought those were points. They aren't. They're the currency you get. But you only get the points by doing missions. And you can uncover missions just by murdering people. Like, they only show you up to 3 at a time, but you can encounter some really interesting ones. So she has an S Gundam head and body, Gundam legs, perfect Xeon arms. And I forget which backpack she has.
好きな機体はビクトリーガンダム。百野凛子が今日も実況をお届けいたします。
お前の実力見せてもらおう。
Oh, and she also has a Johnny Ridden Gelgoog shield. We'll use that for a little while. A little bit later. But stat-wise, it's not very good, and this game is all about stat-wise, because, you know, we're actually playing Gundam Breaker 1, and you just don't know about it just yet. And in a couple of episodes' time, I'll actually realize that playing the objective is the correct one, so I'm kind of doing that a bit this time, but I'll just go ahead and murder her for the fun of it. I discovered very, very quickly that you can basically stun lock these enemies and kill any of them alone. So you just gotta be careful if there's multiple people. Hey, just the arms. And Gelgoog legs, I think? Yeah. Oh, a unicorn beam saber. I didn't get one of those before. Oh, and that's just a GPO backpack. Do you have one of those yet? We do. I want to use a Gelgoog beam saber. Or not a unicorn beam saber. I'm assuming this is the beam saber from the Jesta, but it said unicorn beam saber, so I want it, damn it. I'm assuming there was a mission to destroy some Gundams. Alright, so we want 20 points if possible because that'll unlock S rank. I already have it, so it's not necessary, but we'd like that if we can. So that's going to be the goal. We're just going to be basically ignoring the enemies for a little while because, like, if we don't, we'll just end it too quickly. So just so you know, I didn't know this until recently. If you activate your boost, you actually regenerate all your parts, and they all heal. Because it doesn't really tell you, but all your parts have HP, or a damage rank, and depending on where you're at on the damage rank is how quickly your parts can get knocked off. So if you keep having your parts knocked off, the easier they are to knock off. So the game actually prioritizes you actually ditching your currently equipped parts for, like, stuff you can pick up. Which, if you remember back to my tweets about when this game first came out, that was one of the things I really hoped was not the case, because that just prioritizes us not doing what we want to do and just grabbing stuff off the ground. That's not really fun. Oh, we're also missing our arms. But I think somebody grabbed them, so we might just have to steal some arms from someone else. That happens sometimes. Oh no, that's just a backpack. We don't care about that. Is that a Gyaradoga body? Oh no, Zaku too. We don't need that. Let's get some perfect Zeong arms. So here's the thing. You can get your parts knocked off, and after a couple of seconds, other people can pick them up. Your allies will flat out pick up your stuff. And it annoys me to no end. It's like, come on, you knew that was mine. What the hell? So you can either try following them and get them to drop it, or you can just, you know, ignore them. Oh, we're missing a head. I thought we were missing arms for some reason. Hey, recover 3 parts. Super easy. So they'll always knock off the parts you have in the back. And it, unlike me, if you know, maximize your boost and stuff, you can actually keep your parts more than I do. I just don't. Yeah, so all those parts we grabbed back there, we actually get to keep, which is really cool. We already have it though, so we just get money. Not that money really does anything since parts are super expensive. The only thing new we got was the Gelgoog Beam Saber. Or, that's a backpack, actually. Yeah, we traded in our own backpack for whatever reason. That's funny. I think because I switched to the Jesta at one point. Or the Jesta backpack and I kept it. Of course, I won't know most of these things for like 5 more episodes. You guys have fun telling me that.
くそくそ今回はな急なバトルで準備できてなかったんだよ次こそは
No, you won't.
かっこ悪いにも程がありますね。
Though you are one to talk.
あなた今のバトル
負けは負けだ。今回はおとなしく引くとしよう。安心しろ。これは正式なバトルではない。あのバカも自分が負けたなどと。
If this was an official battle, we'd be like 5th or something.
だが、これで終わりではない。お前たちが生徒会に反抗する意志を持つ限り。
And I think I said it last time, I don't remember. But if she's one of the choices, I'll probably actually go with her. I doubt she is, though. If she is, though, she'll join us way too late. And at that point, I just won't care. Mm-hmm.
私たちは試されたのでしょうか。そうね。涼子に一つ借りを作ってしまったみたい。何にしてもこれで私たちが生徒会と敵対するのは明確になってしまった。いおりちゃん、大変なのはここからよ。はい。でもこの動きはなるべく他の人には知られない方がいいですよね。ええ。どこに生徒会の支持者がいるかわからないもの。
I'm pretty sure they just have cameras with audio.
これは私たち3人だけの秘密ということで。
Be a lot easier. And that sounds so eerily close to me sneezing. It's kind of ridiculous. Though it would be like 3 or 4 more times if it was me. But who is this mysterious girl who's sleeping under the table in a place we just decided to go to randomly? You realize this girl doesn't know what she's doing because she did it under the table where there's minimal airflow, so the paint dries kind of flaky. You want to do it in your backyard or something where airflow is really good and it doesn't bubble. But you'll find out who that is in the next episode. I, of course, already know. I've already unlocked her for a while. And I'm slightly missing someone, so if you know who that is, go ahead and tell me, because I'm kind of curious, though it won't be acted upon for like a week. Due to, you know, recording times. But anyway, I'm sorry the audio is all fucked up in this episode. Hopefully this one actually comes through. If you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. We'll be back tomorrow for some more. Good night, folks.